have an infamous soap today from Razorock.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet!
And we are your Barbershop Duet! We're so glad you're here. And if you happen to be here during the live chat, we'd love to meet you. Come on in and say hi. And there's a cool group of folks there hanging out from all over the world.
Hanging out.
Yeah, they'd love to meet you too. And what's our mention today?
All right, so Marcus found these perusing on Instagram, and we caved, and I gotta say we got one. But then we had to get the matching friends.
Yo, this is just proof positive that a great collaboration between Disney and just about anybody will get us to hit purchase. This is a Suavecito pomade, y'all. Yeah. And guess what? I love it. It's a fantastic product. It's water-based, so it rinses out with water, and it's got a mini version and a Mickey version. And actually, there's two Mickey versions.
Oh, yeah, there are.
And we noticed that Suavecito does really cool collabs with, like, Hot Wheels and stuff like that.
There's some other fun ones.
Look for future mentions, because this is my Achilles heel.
Having too much fun.
It's Mickey on it, where it's like, what is that? Yeah.
Right? We had to get it.
And for our soap today, y'all, we're excited because while we do go deep into the artisan world, sometimes there are those Parassos, there are those Razorocks that need a little love too. What do you know about this one?
You know, we have had some people ask if we were going to do this one, and we had to say, look, we got it. We're just sneaking it in the schedule.
From the very beginning, right? So let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the rather small type at the sales page at Razorock.com. Razorock Modern Focker shaving soap has been controversial from the moment we launched it. More than a few people took offense at the name and refused to buy it. I understand. I get it. My sense of humor doesn't always work with everybody. The name was chosen for two reasons. The first reason is that the special shaving soap actually contains thermal mud. Fuller's Earth, to be more exact. The Fuller's Earth sourced is from an ancient thermal sulfur spring in Italy, where many Italians visit every year for the health and relaxation escape.
The second reason why we named it Mud or Focker is because that was my initial reaction after feeling my face after my first shave with this soap. I can sit here and make all kinds of claims about Fuller's Earth and its skin benefits, but that would invariably get me in a lot of trouble, so I won't. I will tell you that we've sold thousands of these soaps, and more than a few clients have begged me never to discontinue production. The post-shave feel is second to none, and it's one of my personal favorites.
Many people will tell you that a Mud or Focker shave doesn't even require an aftershave. Y'all, I am becoming more and more of a fan of post-shave feel as our journey continues, because it's a little bit rare that a soap is going to rise head and shoulders above the others for a more significant post-shave feel, but some do.
They really do,
I really appreciate that. And boy, y'all, after Triple X, that was such a fun one and a beautiful formula. I'm ready for this.
Me too.
Let's unbox it.
We did not go to Italy to get this one. We went to Amazon.
Yo, this is one of the soaps. It's on Amazon.com. Like Gary Man and Barrister Man and Shella and Parasso. Here we go, y'all. And y'all, where budget meets quality, this clocks in at just under $10 for this tub. And if you're a Prime member, that's $10 to
Look at that artwork. How fun. Look at the straight razor that he's holding.
Gotta be a little bit of a Sweeney homage in there, right? Oh, looks like a knife big enough to hold a pint of stage blood.
It's 5 ounces.
Yo, I think it's time for a first impression. Yeah, y'all, this is an homage to a beautiful cologne. We'll get to that during the set notes.
I have no idea what to expect, although it is kind of cool to know that it has that mud kind of built in.
It's got mud for the post-shave. It's an ingredient.
But it makes total sense with the name now. I'm curious if you can smell it.
And I do sort of enjoy some of the soaps that have clay and have some different ingredients that give my razor a little bit of grit to pull against. I love that. All right, here we go. I'm going to do this.
Long-awaited whiff here.
Oh. That's a pour, y'all. Okay, here we go. There's a lot in here. Okay,
that's it, 5 ounces. That's a long one.
Oh, y'all, it just takes me in the door. Beautiful, clean, starts with soapy, ends with citrus. Oh, beautiful, y'all. Not a barbershop, more just like a clean, put-together guy. Oh, I love this. And I think, might even have some shades of the feminine in here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh, Oh, this could be down the middle easily. What a beautiful
Is there a
scent.
certain time of day? Like if it ends more citrusy? Like
This
one
is
more?
noon.
Oh, noon.
This is,
Okay.
I've got my morning out of the way and all the business has been done, and now I get to go kind of enjoy a nice little drink, a nice little sandwich, a nice little something by the pool.
A little afternoon fun
Oh,
here.
love it. And I would not be thrown out of bed for saying this is an international sort of scent to it.
Okay.
I think this has got a little bit more of that
Interesting.
Italian flair to it, you know?
I'm curious now.
Oh, just a little bit more of that dapper quality
Right.
that more of the Italian products seem to have.
Right.
I'm not sure of exactly what's doing it.
No,
maybe
but
a
it's just
citrus,
their little
maybe a
magic.
bergamot.
Yeah.
But, I love that this
Ooh.
starts with a citrus burst.
Is there any type of florally in there? Like a masculine floral happening? Or?
You know, maybe. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure how that clean is being done.
Right.
Oh, and you know, a lovely intensity. It's gaga. It's making me want to kind of the same way as Wrigley Spearmint gum did.
Okay.
Like I'm kind of getting even like the powder on the gum wrapper. I'm kind of getting a little bit
Okay.
of mint to this.
Intriguing.
Whoa. Oh, it's just an absolute contender for the Marcus, just sort of neutral, clean scent to it. Like
okay.
nothing that you'd pull out and go, oh, you smell like jasmine. Oh, you smell like...
Right.
Nope.
That's
Just a
kinda nice.
walking by, just a... Ooh, what a beautiful, bracing, clean
So it's much more of an
scent
enjoy.
this
It's
is.
not. It doesn't take you to a place necessarily. Just a
it
nice
takes me
scent.
to a beautiful guy with some beautiful products on and a beautiful laundry detergent who might be chewing a stick of gum.
Like he put some thought into
Right.
it,
Just a dapper
ready.
dude. Here, see what you think.
Hey,
Why don't you
I'm
take
curious.
this in?
All right, let's
she
see.
might want
Yeah,
to
she got a whiff too. Oh, this is very nice.
Wow.
There
this
is
the
a different.
definition of crowd pleaser, I think.
But there is
wow.
a different scent at the very end that might
Yeah.
be more of the mud-ish kind of part, whatever that
do you get some spices at the very end?
is. Very, very end. And
Nice.
it almost has a little of the black licorice-y,
I
charcoal-y
didn't even catch a
vibe.
hold on it.
See if that's at the end. But I get the beginning, the brightness, the clean, the freshness, but it almost has to have that undertone to make the rest seem cleaner and brighter.
There is a little bit of a sandy, a little bit of a resinous end to
Right?
this. Maybe that's what's making me
Yeah.
want to bite down.
But there is something about like an international spa or hotel vibe that
Right.
comes through.
And y'all, there is something so charming in this that I can only equate it, well, and it makes sense to me, to the Parasso Green aftershave. Now, let me be clear. They don't smell anything like each
Right.
other, but they have a similarity in their crowd pleasingness and in their ability to make me go, you know what? When I can't decide what I want, this is what I want. So far, I think there's only 3 soaps in our entire collection that do that. And they really do practically do that because sometimes I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to choose between my 250 amazing scents.
Yeah.
And I grab Parasso Green because it does the job. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And coincidentally, it leaves you after about 20 minutes. I could see this being one of the 3 soaps that I grab, that I just need something that's going to be a catch-all, that's going to be a crowd pleaser, that's going to be
with
that
ya.
perfect scent that you don't even have to think about because you're always going to love it. That is this.
And it does
for me.
have, at the end, it does have a little bit more of a masculine hit to me. Not that I wouldn't use
Yes.
it, but it does have that little dapperness vibe that really does make you feel a little extra for the day, you know?
But I think that's how you know that it's a modern cologne because it doesn't go crazy hard in the masculine department. It stays masculine and clean and just a few steps from being something different.
But I do get how this does have a little cologne homage in here somehow. Like I know we read something that it does, but I can smell that that's where at the very end it just kind of goes off to a little bit more complex than I was expecting.
But it's a great one. Like back in the 40s when Aqua Velva came out, that had to be a banger crowd pleaser because they were making it by the gallon and there was no alternative. There was not like, at the very beginning, there was no like Aqua Velva Amber, Aqua Velva Mint, Aqua Velva this. No, there wasn't like 9 billion Aqua Velvas. There was one and it had to be amazing. It had to be just this beautiful combination of things where anybody who heard it would be like, wow, that's great. Like the movie The Dark Knight. Whether you like superhero movies or not, you're gonna like The Dark Knight. That's this. Whether you like shaving soaps or
there
not,
is a little
this is
like
gonna be one where
mysterious
you're like,
vibe to this too. Like it's just intriguing enough that you're like, wait, what is that?
Yes, this is not like XXX where I feel like XXX was like introduced himself to you right at the beginning and you kind of got a full sense of that one right at the top, right? You kind of knew what that was about. This is a little bit more of a mysterious personality. This,
But
I'm
even
not
look
even
at the
done
label;
getting
it
yet to know
totally
this
adds
yet.
to it. You know, like a little deed of like,
You're right. Okay, so hold up. I think this starts like clean and soapy, and then it goes citrusy, minty, and then it goes spicy.
Yeah.
This is a 3-act play. Well, like sweet and hot makes sense.
But I almost get like a pepper scent at the end or something. It has that, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's black licorice, pepper, charcoaly, but I get the color visually
I think
of the
we
black
got a
and white.
Sarah was right banner coming up here soon with that pepper, y'all, because I think that's part of what's opening the door. But there's one way to find out. Let's look at the scent notes. All right, y'all. So this is actually an homage to a cologne called Panama 1924, and its creator, Michelle Boelis, wrote this. What a burning heat that afternoon. A man was walking on the sunny promenade. He had preferred to walk rather than getting on a carriage. He wanted to enjoy the amazing views of his city, Naples.
Always with him, his Panama hat. A little crumpled, almost disused, but always elegant.
It was 1924. In those years, the barber was often combined with the job of a perfumer.
So that man, provided with anything but his tools and his cologne, was crossing the town. That man was Antonio, my grandfather.
For him, Panama 1924. I totally get that.
I do too.
That is absolutely
and you said
descriptive.
It has an international scent to it, and I think somehow that's coming through.
Seeing a dapper gentleman walking across Naples with his beautiful crumpled hat on. That's exactly it. And y'all, this is my new bowl from Haley's Artisan. It's got some sprinkles in it, and in a second it's going to look like it's got some ice cream in the bowl.
Yeah.
This is our dysfunctional booty spray. Oh, it's got pressure. Hey, sometimes it works, folks.
I am actually very curious now to feel the lather after they were talking about all the mud stuff that's in there.
So on our face. This is my giant Yaki brush. I get made fun of because how big this brush is, but I love her. What I like about this bowl, y'all, is if you have a super soft soap like the new creams from Ariana and Evans, put them in the sides because these are really deep divots. And then if you have a soap that's a little bit harder, put it in the bottom and it'll come out equally well, and those sides will help really well.
Yeah, those little divots really help.
Yeah, but they're super deep. If you put too soft a soap into the sides, it might be a little tricky to get it back out, so put it in the bottom. All right, y'all, this is something you will only see here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Vaffa Napoli whiff. On three. Okay. 1, 2. Oh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The mint comes alive.
There's something different in there, yeah.
Whoa, this is the colorized version to be sure.
Almost like the base has more of a scent now.
A little bit more of an aquatic. Well, of course, you added water, but beautiful. Do you smell the mint coming through? Like, that's the thing for me.
And I'm still getting whatever that, like, black licorice-y kind of mud something is coming through for me.
And you know what? There are some scent notes. Hold on a second. Let's take a look. Hey! The first thing I saw, boy, Sarah was right. Anise! Y'all, anise off the top with bergamot.
Oh, and pineapple. Maybe it's good we open this for summer.
So hold on. Let's have a grown-up conversation, because we just shot pineapple ambrosia. We know our Creed Aventus like we know the back of our hand. I'm surprised we didn't catch the pineapple in this, which means it's done in a different way. This is not your Creed pineapple. This is not your Aventus. This is done differently.
But maybe that's how you got, like, afternoon time.
This is the clean citrus. So, no, this is a powdery pineapple. Can I say that? This is a powdery pineapple because it's not the sweet, juicy pineapple juice. It's just the dapperness of the tang citrus on the inside, and the rest of the pineapple is gone.
Right, and then it blends perfectly. It's almost like the darkness of the anise and the brightness of the pineapple.
Right,
Definitely.
and then bergamot in there just to bring them together. And it does. It gives. That's what gives this the illusion of powder when combined with these heart notes of
jasmine
and violet. Hello, a beautiful, perfect Italian barbershop in the middle of that. Just needs an almond somewhere in there.
Right.
And then base notes. Here we go.
Here's a lot. Okay, we have amber.
Love it.
Which I do get that, but it really blends well with the anise, I gotta say.
It's just a hint of it. It's not like a crazy amber sense. It's just like a vibe.
And it totally blends with this next one, the musk. Sandalwood.
Beautiful.
Vanilla.
Yep.
Hey. Yeah. Tonka bean. Patchouli. And this is a new one. Thuja?
Thuga? Thuja. Now, my beloved is generally not a huge fan of a hay note. What are you getting in this? I don't get it.
No, it's just enough to make me outdoors. I think it blends in with everything. Like, there is just something of like, and in Italy, you always see, especially in the videos, they all have their back doors open. Yes. Like, the sun and the air is all coming in. Like, I think it's just that. Like,
and it just gives it, like, a vibe of something being dry. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
right.
When you smell grass, it's wet. When you smell hay, it's dry. And I love it. This gives it like a dapper
it
dry
blends
sense.
in super well with the amber, sandalwood, vanilla. Like the only thing I really noticed that I could tell was that the anise was in there, that there was a masculine-ish floral.
There's no mint in this.
There's no mint.
And it's pissing me off. Yeah, so we looked up Thuha and there's no mint in there. Y'all put it in the comments. I am sensing some kind of gorgeous mint.
I wonder if you try it on your face, if we can see if the mud
Yeah,
kind of
we're going to
parts.
start doing this on the show, y'all, so you can kind of get a sense of, because we don't do shaving, but you kind of sometimes want to see how the leather hits the... You do you. Look at this. This is awesome. Oh, yeah.
It's funny, I normally lather my legs. It feels weird to do my face.
Oh, what do you get in the
But
bowl?
I do feel it, though. There is a quite of like a...
Oh, I know.
A different... Like, there's a thickness to this one.
That's sometimes how I test the slickness. Like, I just keep pushing down until I break through it, but it's not happening with this.
I do feel like you'd have a nice post-shave feel with this.
Almost feels like I do have a little bit of mud on my face, because I think we
Right?
technically kind of do.
But it has a nice glide to it. Like,
really
I can
does.
see why people are like, wait, don't get rid of that.
And you know, when you pull the lever in the barber chair, it does take you down deeper. Y'all, what I love about this is we've done like 978 Colono Match episodes, and this is totally different. This is totally different in the citrus. It's totally different in the wood. It's totally different in that mint I'm sort of getting. It's
Well, and I know that they listed that it said it was 1924. But there is something really,
Panama.
like, kind of classic aftershave homage is to it, as well as, like, a timeless vibe.
And just a gentlemanly scent. Can I say that? Just like a gentlemanly scent. You
I
are
know
well
it was supposed to
taken
be a
care of in the
grandpa,
company
but
of
I
this
get
soap.
that, like,
Right.
hug in a tub kind of vibe of, like,
sure.
somebody that you just want to hang out with and have good stories. I can see why people really wanted us to get this. I'm not going to lie. It does have a place
We
in
were
our den.
totally enabled, and we are totally grateful. What a
We are.
beautiful cooling soap. I even get a sense of
Yeah.
almost like a menthol when it's on my face. I know there's none in there. But
It does say made in Italy, 5 ounces. It's for realsies, man.
5 ounces.
I mean, I know we did jump, right into artisan soaps when we started. We just didn't realize that there were so many other ones that could be like that beginner
Right.
intro
There
level.
are
We
intermediate
missed that.
steps, y'all. Like when I went over to Aaron's house and turns out Alex uses Parasso. I had no idea.
Right, like it is still really used out
This
there.
is that, y'all. And this might be an opening the door into the artisan world. If somebody you know doesn't have a shave
Right.
brush, doesn't have a decent razor, this would be a great soap to start them with.
There's just tiers to this scent. I really do get a top, mid, and bottom like notes to this. Wow.
And I know we never talk about lather
That's
here on
a
the
lather.
Barbershop Duet, but if we didn't talk about this, it would be a crime against humanity. Look at this, y'all.
even
Woo!
when
Like
you put
a
it, it's
vanilla
super thick.
ice cream cone. I know. Look at
Yeah.
this. Wow.
Wait, feel my face on this end. Does it feel different? Hold on.
Hold on.
So this is the nun.
This
so
is the
beside.
nine. Right, got it. That feels like you. Oh. Oh.
Look,
wait,
it's
okay,
almost
feel
like-
me. Feel me.
Okay. There may be a little different.
The
I'm not
sales
gonna lie.
page doesn't lie, y'all. We didn't even shave and we got a post-shave feel going on.
Yeah, I feel like I just been a little exfoliated and I got a little kind
We
of
got to
thing
look
on
up
there.
the mud that's in this.
Yeah, that might be a secret to this.
Mysteries and wonders from our
Mm-hmm.
international friends. This is just overflowing the bowl, y'all. We've only given this about 8 minutes of love. Look at this.
I'm trying to think if there's a certain time of day that I would, because like it has it's such a cool scent that you could really use it all the time.
Yeah,
But I know you
yeah.
mentioned afternoon. And
I can see
kinda
the
get that.
citrus like bracing you for a great day to use it in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
but that minty sense of this would be perfect at bedtime.
But like all those guys that are tub killers, like this is an awesome
Right.
one to be just used
That's what I
all the
was gonna
time
say.
until
Like
you
if you
finish
were
it
a
up.
brand new wet shaver like my dad is,
Right.
like get him a tub of this because you
why
can
not?
kill the whole tub for $9. It'll take you a month or two at least.
I know, because you did not scoop much out. And look at how much is there.
No, I think you're probably talking almost Halloween with this.
Yeah, no, for sure. This would be a good solid few months. But the label artwork, I do have to take a moment to say, look at this.
Yeah, that's
dude.
got to be Sweeney Todd. A
Right?
little bit
And
of
he's
the Johnny
holding the
Depp
straight
homage.
razor. Like it really sets the tone for what kind of awesome shave you're going to have. I gotta say. I know you're not a giant black licorice Anish kind of
Oh.
vibe, but how much of that do you smell? Because my nose went to it right away.
Let me be clear. 0. So I don't like black licorice, but I don't sense any of it in here. So I think
Interesting.
an anise scent note in a
Right.
shaving soap is different than like what I sense as a black licorice soap.
Right.
Or, well, it's funny. I don't like cilantro. So when we get Mexican food, I kind of have to be a little bit careful and be like, but we had Burmese food two
did.
nights ago and there was a mint chicken dish in it that was laden with cilantro and it was fabulous. So I think, for me, when I sense the anise in here doing what it needs to do, I don't sense it as the licorice that I don't like. I'm like, oh, you're doing a job. Go on with your bad self. I love it. Like the cilantro was doing in that mint chicken. It really needed the cilantro. This really needs the anise for what it's doing. It's utilitarian. So I don't even sense it. Like I didn't sense the cilantro as cilantro, and I get it. And I love it. What do you sense it as?
I really enjoy it. And I was trying to remember the first time we really crossed paths with anise. And I think it was from in the Barbershop month, like some of the Barbasol vibes.
It was,
like they had it in there.
It was a Barbasol homage.
Yes, and it was in there. And I didn't know I knew the scent until I saw it written out that I was like, I do know that scent. But again, it really does kind of play off this black and white kind of vibe.
You know, if you are a Barbasol fan, I don't know if this is a crazy water walk.
But that's
I don't know
what
if you have to go all the way across the ocean.
I've smelled something similar, but this is definitely more of like the homage cologne spin on that.
So let me be clear. This ain't Barbasol, but if you are a fan, I could see this and Barbasol being the only two cars in that lane. Woo! A beautiful dry or dappery, powdery sort of thing.
Or if somebody
going on
that you know uses Barbasol and you want to get them more into the artisan-y shave soap kind of lathering idea, this could be a nice little intro version for them too.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be an Irish hustler masquerading as an Italian barber. And when you're on the streets of London, you're going to recognize the kid that used to work in your shop, and you're going to attempt to maybe lay out a little bit of a blackmail scheme, but when he figures out who you are and what you're up to, you just got your own. So head over to Amazon.com where you'll find this and a ton of other cool stuff from Razorock. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Mutter Focker. And I know this is not more of a traditional made-in-your-garage artisan soap, but it's a spectacular base, a spectacular formula, and I had a great shave with it. The scent, just the beautiful whites and mints and cleans came out of it and stayed with me for a while. I really appreciated this. Thanks, Razorock. Welcome to messages.
So these two brushes, our friend Craig from Opus Brush sent to us so that we could have a giveaway just for you!
Y'all, our lucky winner gets their choice of these two amazing brushes, and all you have to do is send an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you. Be a subscriber of ours here on YouTube, and maybe follow Opus Brush on Instagram would be nice. And then check back here on July 3rd when we draw the name on our show to see if you're a lucky winner. And the other one we're going to give away on Instagram Live at the end of the summer with Craig himself. So stay tuned, y'all.
Best of luck. I'm very glad we listened to the requests to get this one. I think they just wanted us to say this word accidentally while we were filming, but we did pretty good. I think
we're really smell when you say it accidentally and you get fired.
Right,
You're a little bit worried about the YouTube algorithm on this.
But I think we said it as clearly, and we were definitely clear about the mud portion of the show.
It's the exact same reason we're never going to do Dickens cider. Because we don't want to have to say it like that.
YouTube may take that the wrong way.
Yeah, there's just some things that are a little bit of our boundaries, but that's okay.
But this was totally worth diving to me and Brave to make sure we say things correctly, because I get why it has a place in our den. It really does make sense where it fits. That lather, my friend, is unreal.
And when you do have a soap that's only $9.99 delivered, you don't have to be so careful how much you throw into your shaving bowl.
Or how often you use it,
you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Analysis paralysis has been cured around here, I think.
I do feel like when we get a new bowl or brush, this may be the one you want to practice lathering with, because if that's what happens, my goodness.
I've cracked the code on this. It goes in the bottom. You put the soap in the bottom.
The code has been cracked. So thank you to whoever requested that we get this. I'm so glad that you did. And we're going to have to get some more.
20 guys that were like, you got to get Mutter Focker.
Right? Are there any other that we should get from Razorock? Put it in the comments. What else are we missing? My goodness. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.